How are you?
Just wondering how you're feeling about beating Ireland out of Twickenham.
Yeah, huge honour for me. So I'm looking forward to it. Probably the great thing about it is I won't be on my own. There's guys like Peter Mahoney there, Hendy, Earlsey. Huge amount of experience. Johnny's been in. He's in for the week as well. We very much be driving things together this week. As we usually would. So it's an exciting week for all of us.
How much do you rely on those maybe older heads and what I may be telling you?
Sorry, can you speak a bit later?
Just wondering how much do you rely on those sort of older heads for advice when you're facing such a big outing, I suppose, to lead out in?
Yeah, massively. Even when Johnny's captain, we can you hear me? Even when Johnny's captain, we tend to drive the week as a collective. There's a kind of a core group of us. It's the same as it is this week. But certainly having guys, as I said, like Pete, Hendy, Earlsey there, will make my job a lot easier.
And just finally for me, obviously there was some positives against Wales, but in Twickenham we haven't had much success there in recent outings. Will that be our performance there before a realistic assessment of where Ireland is now at this moment?
Yeah, as you said, it was a good performance against Wales. This week is obviously a big step up. We know we'll have to be a lot better again. So I think, we'll get a good realisation of where we're at.
Hi James, I know you said you have the other older experienced players there around you, but you're still the guy that's going to be leading them out. Like, what is that pressure, and are you ready for that pressure of captaincy?
To be honest, it's the same for me this week as it is every week. I got to look to do my job really effectively. Hope to play well, not get sidetracked with all the captaincy stuff, because I'm going to need to get my performance right, just like everybody else is going to need to get the performance right, in order for us to get a result this weekend. So.
Yeah, there have been damaging defeats between, England, Saracens over the last number of years. Is there now a real fear factor going to Twickenham?
There's probably a little bit of fear in every test match, at this level, whether it's going to Paris or going over to Twickenham, because the level is so high. It's going to take such a big effort to get what you want out of it. So there's always a little bit of fear, but there's also a lot of excitement. It's a huge opportunity for us, and we're all massively excited for it.
James, will Ireland need to be less predictable on Saturday if they want to surprise England?
Yeah, I suppose we're always working on that unpredictability. I think that's an area of the game that definitely looks good against Wales. It's important we have that variety in our attack. So this week is no different. We're going to need variety. We're going to need that bit of unpredictability, as you say. It's no better test than England at Twickenham to see where we're at this weekend.
And as your game is developing, game plan is developing, does that give you a lot of encouragement? Say last Friday that you're getting into positions to score, but you're just not taking those yet. You've got to just be that bit more clinical.
Yeah, that was probably the one overriding theme from the French game, that we created opportunities through pressure, which was great, but we weren't clinical enough. We didn't take the opportunities that were given to us. I thought that was that kind of clinical piece was definitely better on the weekend, and it's going to be better again this week, because we know when we get into the English 22 that we're going to need to come away with scores. So that's definitely an area of the game that's right at the top of our agenda this week.
James, Ireland's record at Twickenham hasn't been great recently, but does that matter this weekend when there's no crowd or atmosphere in the stadium? Is it, if you like, different then?
Probably a little bit different as well. I think you got to be conscious as well. This is a new group for us. It's a new chapter. How many guys have made new caps recently? Obviously, it's a new coaching group. We came the wrong side of the result last time out. But I think as a group we're making good progress. And yeah, as I was saying earlier, this weekend it's a real test to see where we're at coming up against the World Cup finalists. So yeah, it's obviously a big challenge.
What does it say about your group's resilience, though, that you were able to deal with having to use 3 out halves against Wales, and yet you still played so well throughout the game? Out half is normally a position that relies so much on control and organisation, yet you were able to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. It was at half. It was the same in the second row. Obviously, Ian Henderson pulled out, and you saw how well Quinn Roux did. So there was seamless transition there across the board. So that was one of the most pleasing aspects of last weekend, and that's what we're trying to drive at the moment. Everything is a squad effort, and if guys pull out late, everybody's got to be ready to fill in, and that's kind of the way we train as well. Everybody's involved, so that if these things do arise, everyone's ready to go. Kind of lost him there.
That's on his end. Can't really hear the question.
Sorry, yeah, go again. I just missed you there.
Yeah, I was just saying, just looking back at that game last February in Dublin, like just the amount of kind of the intensity that England brought to that game, and the kind of smart game plan as well. It's almost going to be something you guys are going to have to replicate going away playing against the Twickenham. You're going to have to bring a similar kind of intensity, aren't you?
Yeah, when we played them last February in Twickenham. Yeah, of course we're going to need intensity. Obviously, set piece and defence is massive for us this week, and I think it's huge at this level, especially going away from home. The Ukraine game that we lost, obviously we didn't start well. So we got to start well at this level. We got to start well going away playing England in Twickenham, because if you give a side like England momentum, they're very, very hard to stop. So there are areas of the game that are really big for us this week. Yeah.
Just the last one for me is just coming up against someone like Maro Itoje. I know it's like the one that's always kind of thrown out there. I suppose you guys play in that same position as well, but what are the biggest strengths that he has and the threats that he kind of brings to your team this weekend?
Yeah, he's a serious player. They've got serious players right across that pack. He's a real all-round kind of second row. So as I was said, we want to test ourselves against some of the best players and some of the best teams in the world. And it's a brilliant opportunity for us this week to see exactly where we're at, and hopefully we'll get a good idea.